apologies for the acoustics in here. I feel like the Grinch when he's like yelling in the cave.
I'm an idiot.
I didn't get to nap, so I am chugging this, which do you recognize it? This is the energy drink. This is the one that I was getting in London that I am obsessed with. I do want to give a huge shout out to Monica Lucas. She sent a whole case of these to my P.O. box. But today's video is going to be a little different. Today's video is going to be a little spicy. I'm kind of ready to get roasted. You know, y'all may remember a few months back, Miss Casey Cassidy posted a video of what I spend on a flight attendant 3-day trip. And you guys loved it. Y'all loved it so much that you came to my channel and requested the exact same thing. And do you know what my response was? Absolutely not. I will absolutely not be posting that. No way, Jose, not in a million years. Whose business is it? Like, what do y'all care how much money I spend? And I started getting a little salty. I started getting a little defensive, and I quickly had to check myself, and I was like, girlie, why are you mad? Why are you so defensive? I felt a little funny like inviting people into my finances, but then I realized like I have nothing to be ashamed of here. Like I work very, very darn hard for what I have. I live well within my means. So for better or for worse, I'm not really sure yet. It's probably for worse if I'm being honest, but for better or for worse, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how much money I spend on a 3-day international flight attendant trip. Now, if you guys would like to know how much I spend on a domestic trip, let me know, because that is for sure gonna be a bit less because internationally, you can't bring food. I like to go to the grocery store. I like to bring stuff home with me. Although, I know you're like, Kat, this is a run-on, but although I do feel like I have to say this, for at least for my own peace of mind. You might hear stories of flight attendants really, really struggling financially. They might be struggling to pay their bills, to provide for their families, and things like that. And I just want you to know that both can be true at the exact same time. I do make a bit more because I am a mainline flight attendant. I also like have other jobs other than just being a flight attendant. So I just want to say that because I don't want to lessen anybody else's experience or take away from their story in any way. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Like, I hope I'm not just coming off like really crummy, but I hope you get what I'm trying to say here. But anyways, I've got to fix all of this. I need to basically chug this so I can survive tonight's flight, get ready so we can get our bags and get out the door. All right, so hands in team, ready, break.
Hey, I'll tell you what to do. Hey, need to pay your dues. Oh, don't be wasting any precious time now. Gotta shake it off. We all face the bad intentions. Up to you, oh you.
Hello friends, so I just wanted to jump in the video really fast here to go ahead and give a big ol' shout out to today's sponsor. So today's video is being sponsored by Audible. You guys know how much I love them. They have gotten me through many of standbys, many of card rides, and many of basically everything. I am obsessed with Audible, but if you do not know who Audible is the leading provider of spoken word entertainment. Audible offers an incredible selection of audiobooks across every genre, from bestsellers and new releases to celebrity memoirs, mysteries, thrillers, motivation, wellness, business, and more. With Audible, you'll discover exclusive Audible originals from top celebrities, renowned experts, and new exciting voices in audio. And all Audible members now also get access to a growing selection of titles included with the membership that you can listen to all you want. The selection includes audiobooks, Audible originals, podcasts, and more get added every month. And as an Audible member, you can choose one title a month to keep from their entire catalog, including the latest bestsellers and new releases. And the Audible app makes it super easy to listen to anytime, anywhere, whether you are working out, doing chores, traveling, or my personal favorite is when I am driving in the car. So the latest audiobook I've been listening to in the car is How to Manifest Your Desires by Neville Goddard, which if you are not familiar with Neville Goddard and his lectures and books, you need to get with it. He's kind of known as like the godfather to The Secret, and he has the most amazing teachings on how your imagination really plays a role in the desires and creating them in your own life. I don't want to give it away, but it is one of the best books I've ever read. Honestly, all of his books are so amazing, and you can find them on the Audible app. Lucky enough for you, new members get to try out Audible free for the first 30 days when you visit audible.com/catnesbitt or text Cat Nesbitt to 500-500. And Nesbitt does have 2 T's in it, and Cat is with a K. So once again, thank you to Audible for sponsoring this portion of today's video. Now let's get back into it. Okay, you guys, we have made it. We are back in our old stomping grounds. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out so I can sit down and chat with y'all real fast. Is that all right? Just excuse this. I am just, I'm tired. I am like dead, you guys. I would love nothing more but to crawl into that bed and go to sleep. But I know if I do that, it's just gonna mess up my entire sleep schedule. So I have to push through. And it is Sunday here, so stuff closes early. So the plan of action is to go knock out the grocery store. You guys know I love to go to the grocery store. I like to get food for possibly in the morning, for lunch tomorrow, for the airplane, just anything, even stuff to take back. Then we're gonna go over to Chinatown and have dinner. So we will take the rail. When I take the line or the tube or whatever they call it, I use tap to pay. So as far as the cost goes for that, I'm gonna have to look up like on what it ends up like charging on my card.
Don't be giving them attention. I say you. What don't you want now? You gotta want.
So I went to open the window to let in a little bit more light, but then I realized you can't. It's like a wall and a wall.
So I feel like that helped a little bit let some light in here. It's not perfect, but I feel like this is good, right? But anyways, I'm gonna share with you guys everything I got, and then I will run over the total. Now we are in England, so everything is going to be in pounds. So I will read you the pounds, and then I will try to convert it to USD, so then we know the dollar amount. Okay, so the first thing to kick us off is these Scottish all butter shortbread assortment. So these are like shortbread cookies, and I was like, oh my gosh, why does that sound so good with coffee right now? The next thing I ended up getting was this. So you guys might recognize it from my last video. The more I ate it, the more I just absolutely loved it. And then I also picked up this, which I've never had this before, but this is the chicken and tomato basil pasta salad. I'm probably gonna have this on the plane tomorrow. This one intrigued me. So you guys might remember when I grabbed this style chicken, but it was the peri-peri chicken. Well, this time I got British Mexican style chicken slices. I also picked up marinated, I'm probably gonna butcher this. Oh no. Marinated Plowman's Pot. And it is mature cheddar, cherry tomatoes, pickled cucumbers, and cornichons? Cornichons? Is it cornichons? It's these. I know exactly what it is. It's the little baby pickles right here. And lastly, I picked up my favorite cheese because I'm completely out of it, but this time I did the block instead of the slices. So this is the roasted chili cheddar, and I just got like a little mini block. Oh, I also got an energy drink, and I was about to get the food one, and then I was like, girl, you already had one earlier. I guess it was technically yesterday, but it still feels like today because I haven't been to sleep. I wanted to try something different, so I did this brand. All right, so that is everything I got. So with all of that, we are coming out to 19 pounds and 55 cents. So not too shabby if I do say so myself, because technically today is day 2 because sign-in was at 9:44 p.m. yesterday, US time, and now it's like 11 in the afternoon the next day. So technically we're on day 2 of the trip. So for only spending like $21, like, okay, not too bad. But I need to shut up because we haven't even gone to dinner yet. So in just a little bit, I'm gonna go downstairs and meet up with the crew, and then I don't know exactly where we're going for dinner. I just know we're going to Chinatown. we just got back and I took my makeup off. I just scrubbed it. I am so done and tired, which it's perfect timing because it is 9:01, but we went over to Chinatown. So we took the tube over and we ended up splitting an order of dim sum. So it was just like an assorted order of dim sum. We got bottled water, as well as we also split an entree dish with steamed rice and monkfish. So that was my first time ever trying monkfish. And for those of you who do not know, monkfish is often called like the poor man's lobster. But if you don't know, if you've never seen a picture of a monkfish, it's frightening. It's not cute to look at, but it did taste pretty good. Okay, so we have 18.90 pounds. So it's a little pricey on the dinner side, but all in all, like I had an appetizer and a dinner, and you have to pay for water here, and that includes the tip and everything. So I don't think that was too bad. I feel like we're doing all right. I've got to add in the tube cost later once I can check like my card to see what it costs to go and what it costs to come back. But anyways, okay, I'm delusional and I'm like tired blabbing, so I will see you guys bright and early in the morning. Night. It is 6:41 in the morning. So the plan is to start getting ready. So we'll have like an hour 15. I'll try to be out of here by like 8. Oh goodness, I'm gonna need coffee this morning, so I've got to find like something. So maybe try to find like a cafe or something. It also says it's like supposed to rain today, but it looks like now it's not gonna be raining until 1. So it's gonna start raining and hopefully just rain and not thunderstorms right as we are supposed to leave.
Also, this is going to be our lounge fit. So this is from Primark and this is from Primark, and they're both so comfortable. This is like so soft on the inside. I might see while we're over there if they have another one of these to exchange one of the pairs of pants for.
So let's get out of here and wish me luck on the tube, because I'm about to be a big girl and do it all by myself, and I don't want to get lost. Not on go home day. I do not want to get lost. So wish me luck and let's go. I went to a place called Salt and Pepper. Everybody that worked there was really nice. I just kind of sat by myself. I ordered eggs Blackstone, I think is what it's called. It was like a sourdough toast with poached eggs, bacon, which is not like American bacon. It kind of reminded me more of ham, hollandaise sauce, and a salad, and it was so good. And they also have juices there. They have fresh juices, which is just vegetables and fruit juice. So I ordered one of those as well as an oat milk latte. For all of that, 17 pounds and 65 cents, which I will have to convert to USD. But while I was sitting there just enjoying my breakfast, reading my book a little bit, I was like, you know what? London has some of the most beautiful parks. So I took the tube a little bit closer, got off a couple stops early, and now I'm in Hyde Park, I believe. So this is the Italian Gardens. But I figure I'll probably start walking like more towards Kensington Palace, find a spot to just like relax, read my book, and then right now it is only 9:57, so we really don't need to be back to the hotel until probably like 11:30-ish.
For a while, I'll be by your side all the time. You will need all of your strength.
Okay, hi friends. So we are back in the hotel room. Right now it is 11:11, little angel number in there. I have been seeing so many angel numbers and all different ones. It's been like 444, 222, 555, 1111, like all the angel numbers. So whatever it is, my angels are talking to me. But I stopped somewhere on the way back to the hotel that I probably shouldn't have stopped, but I did, and I did a little damage that I've got to share with you. We gotta add it to the total. But we're gonna bookmark that. I'll get to that in a second. But here are the pants I got at Primark. So these are just like a high-waisted recycled, it's kind of like a linen. And then I also saw them in brown, so I picked them up in brown as well. I also got
this perfume, and it smells really good, and it's like a little travel perfume, which I'm gonna throw it over your heads. Duck, you guys. Okay, great. To be in my liquids bag, because I don't want to forget that. So I had to return 2 pairs of pants. I got 2 pairs of pants and the perfume. So in total, what I spent more was only £5 even. And then we spent the tube fare going there and then coming back. The park and the book reading, completely free. And honestly, if you really did want to do London like cheap, you could do London cheap. I'm not on a budget, so if I see something, I want it, I get it. That's how I do life. But if you did want to do London cheap, there is a lot of stuff you can do at either a very affordable price. You can sightsee completely for free. There is cheaper foods if you want to find that. So I'm not saying that this is like what every flight attendant is gonna spend, but now we gotta keep going. So that was what y'all saw so far. But then on the way back, I stopped by Whole Foods, and I've seen Whole Foods a few times. I know a lot of flight attendants like to go to Whole Foods, and I see why. Because, you know, I am a sucker for like Sprouts and Whole Foods back in the States. I do love it. It's a bit pricey, but I feel like, you know, you're paying for the organic, the naturals, the things like that. Not everything is created better there. Just be mindful of that. But it is kind of that more holistic type of place. Well, I walked into the Whole Foods and it is massive, you guys. That is the biggest Whole Foods I have ever been in. You can get lost in there, and there's levels to it. So I was on the first level, then I was on the bottom level. There's well more in there than even what I saw. The first things I picked up were this Grassroots Cocoa Green, let me get my face out so it'll focus, drink. And this one is coconut water, cucumber, romaine, spinach, kale, lemon, mint. I also got this, so it's called Press. So this is citrus spirulina, spirulina, and we can take liquids back that can be consumed on the plane as long as they are in like clear plastic. And then I also got another one. So this is like the same brand, and this one is a probiotic dragon fruit water plus. I feel like my lips are like chapping. I don't know if y'all could tell, but I recently got my lips done like 2 days ago, so they're still pretty swollen-y, but and then they chap. If you ever have your lips, if you ever had filler in your lips, like they get real chapped after you do them. So anyways, to add to our London experience, we had to do it. I saw it. This is Grassroots. So this is another turmeric shot. So we got to see, you know, we've been doing the turmeric train shots and none of them have been delicious. But you know, like I'm trying to like rank them. It's part of the ranking system. Like we've said in the past, if it tastes like butt, it's probably good for you. And I have an autoimmune, so drinking a turmeric shot is probably good for me. It really helps with inflammation. And it has apple, orange juice, ginger, lemon, and turmeric. But this one doesn't have pepper. There's no carrot juice, which the carrot juice on that first one from Waitrose was god awful. It was not good. But before I dive into that, I also got one more thing. So I have been looking for a prebiotic everywhere. I think gut health is so important. Obviously, not a scientist, not a nutritionist, so do your own research. I ended up finding a prebiotic. So this is just a powder. I don't know if you guys can see it. I probably could have done this in the States, but honestly, I'm booked and busy, so I don't have time to be running every which way. So the fact I was there, I went ahead and picked it up now. So we're gonna add it to the total of the layover, but this is gonna be something I'm gonna use at home mostly. But anyways, I got this, and this was the most expensive thing because I think this was 35 pounds on its own. For all of this, we spent 46 pounds and 15 cents. This also has VAT on it. I never understand VAT stuff. I don't know, somebody explain it to me in the comments if y'all understand VAT, because I know it has something to do with like, sometimes if you show your passport, you don't have to pay VAT, or I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand the whole like duty-free stuff. I should, as a flight attendant, I really should, but I don't. Bottoms up. Okay, you know what? Delicious. I'm actually shocked, can you tell? Wow, she is just healthy. Now let's open this. I have high standards now. Okay, this basically is like salad water. And I like salad. In fact, I love salad. I don't know that I love drinking a salad. I think I much would have rather just ate a salad, but you know what? It's fine. All right, I'm guessing I blabbed enough now that it's finally time. We need to start getting our uniform together, packing everything up. I also forgot to mention, you guys, that I have to add
$2 to the total because flight attendants do tip the shuttle drivers. So we usually tip them $1 for taking us to the hotel and $1 for bringing us back to the airport. So I tipped them yesterday. I'm gonna tip them today. So we're gonna add that into the mix. But now my stuff is pretty much ready to go. So I'm gonna get it together and head downstairs. All right, you guys, it has been a few days since I last saw you. I'm actually about to get ready to go on another trip. So I'm about to go to Dublin, Ireland, but I wanted to sit here and give you the grand total first. So I crunched up all the numbers of everything I spent and added it together. But before I give you the grand total, I did want to go ahead and tell you guys what happened on our flight back to the States. So when I went downstairs to meet up with the crew to go over to the airport, we were one flight attendant short. So it turns out that one of our flight attendants ended up getting food poisoning, which I can't even imagine. Like, food poisoning is already awful, let alone getting it in another country. Now, he was working the business class aisle next to mine. So I was working one, he was working the other. Now, keep in mind also, we are 2 flight attendants short already since COVID. So when COVID happened with the IPDs, which is International Premium Destination Flights, so that's like Europe, Asia, deep South America, they've already cut 2 positions. And then with him out, that was 3 positions shorter than what we are used to. So we still had minimum crew on board, which minimum crew is what the FAA requires the number of flight attendants for that particular aircraft to be. And that basically comes down to when they do these mock evacuations, this is the number that has to be on the plane. So we still had enough for minimum crew, but not enough for what we would normally do for service. So then you get something they call understaffing pay. So understaffing pay is an extra $10.50 an hour. Now it only counts towards the hours coming back because going to London, we were fully staffed. The flight was blocked around 10 hours, I believe. So it ended up being an extra $100 in our paycheck. Quite a bit of work because you got to pick up the slack, but that extra $100 is nothing to laugh at. I was going to gladly take it. Not at all saying that his health was worth $100. Just kind of wanted to tell you guys what it was. And when this does happen, the company does keep in contact with the flight attendant. They have people come check on the flight attendant. And then as soon as they are well, they will like deadhead them or fly them back on the next flight available to the States or wherever they're at, whether they're domestic, international, or anything. But anyways, let's get into why you are actually here. The grand total of how much I spent on a 3-day international flight attendant trip ended up being $140.37. So I don't know if you guys are gonna agree with that, if y'all are gonna absolutely roast me in the comment section. And all in all, whatever you think, that is perfectly okay. You are entitled to your opinion. And at the end of the day, it's my money, so I can spend it how I want. I do think this is probably a little bit higher than what I spend on a domestic trip, which if you guys would like to see what I spend on a domestic trip, please let me know. But anyways, if you did enjoy this video, go to give it a big old thumbs up, press that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.